Hi yogis, I'm Nicole. Welcome back to my yoga time. Thanks for joining me today. Today I have our second class in the Guna series. We are moving from Tamas to Sattva. So according to yoga philosophy, in particular Samkhya, nature, including us, is made up of the three gunas. So these are cyclical states that we move through. Tamas is lethargic, it's inertia, it's heavy, it's unmotivated. Then we have rajas, which is heat, it's motivation, it's driven, it's action planning. And then we have sattva, which is our calm, quiet, tranquil state with clarity. So these three gunas all need one another. They are cyclical. The yogi's intention is obviously to be predominantly in a sattvic state. However, we will always inevitably move through tamas and rajas. They all support one another. The best thing that you can do is to become mindful of the gunas and notice which state is influencing you at any given moment. As we witness the interplay of the gunas, we become less reactive and they don't have quite a charged influence over us. So tamas to sattva today, we're going to start in restorative postures. We can't move from the heaviness of tamas straight to the lightness of sattva. We need a little rajas in the middle. So we'll start off nice and slow and then we'll bring in just a little bit of heat through the body, a little bit of positive friction to bring about change, and then we'll move into, hopefully, our sattvic state. So we have two blocks for this practice. We're also going to use the wall, so do position yourself close to the wall when you're ready. We'll start with our legs up against the wall. So sit sideways, one hip touching the wall, and then bring your shoulders down as you swing those legs up. A little bit of space between the bottom and the wall is fine, and you'll probably prefer that if you're quite tight through the back and the hamstrings. I like to use the blocks here as well. You can place one block on the flat side underneath the bottom, or you might like to use two blocks, both flat, stacked on top of one another. And then just straightening those legs and allowing them to fall heavy against the wall. And as we're resting here, let's gently place the tip of the tongue where the teeth meet the roof of the mouth. Gently toning the back of your throat, a little restriction there for ujjayi breath. And if there's no concerns with your shoulders, let's slowly move the arms with the breath. Begin to inhale, then start to lift the arms up and overhead. Take a moment to pause there as you hold the breath for 1 or 2 counts. And then begin to exhale and slowly lower those arms back down. Follow the inhalation, arms above the head. And exhale to float them back down. Just doing a couple more at your pace. And then next time you lift the arms above the head, you might like to rest them there. Either hands apart or maybe holding opposite elbows with the hands. And resting here for just a few more breaths. And let's set our intention here for our practice. Inviting lightness into the body, clarity into the mind. And let's bend those knees, lower the arms down, removing the blocks from underneath you. When you touch down to the mat, we'll take reclined pigeon. You can straighten your right leg and place your left ankle on the front of the right leg, either above or below the knee. Option 1 is here, a little deeper if you bend the right leg as well. Just keep your bottom on the mat. And you might like a little sway here from side to side as you gently flesh out any tension in the outer hip. So in our heavy Tamas state, we'll bring in some gentle, mindful movement as we awaken the heavy body and mind from the slumber. Let's switch sides, right ankle to the front of the left leg. Option to bend the left knee. Option to take a little sway from side to side. Well done, yogis. Let's release the pose. Just roll to your preferred side. Coming into the fetal position. And then gently press on up to tabletop when you're ready. So from tabletop, we'll need both of our blocks. Take them to the flat side and out to about mat width apart, having the palms on the blocks. We'll move through our cat-cow stretches with a modified child's pose. So when you're ready, inhale, drop the belly, little back bend. And then as you exhale, tuck the tailbone under, round the spine and sit back. Forehead won't meet the mat. Inhale, return to tabletop, back bend. Exhale, sitting back, observing any tension along the back side of the body. Let's do 2 more. Mindfully moving with your breath, placing the movement within the breath. And next time you come up to tabletop, let's just flip those blocks up to the highest height. Tuck the toes under, and then we'll step our right foot through for a lunge. Setting yourself up so the knee is not in front of the ankle. A little bit in front's okay, but not too much. Gently pressing into both feet here. Holding your lunge as you inhale, and then as you exhale, forward fold. Point the right toes up to the ceiling. Fold the body over the leg. Inhale and lunge. Exhale, forward fold. Well done, yogis. Let's include the right arm now. Inhale, right arm up. As you exhale, forward fold, sweep the right arm back towards the left thigh. Inhaling into the twist. Igniting a little rajas now, a little more heat. Well done, yogis. So slightly different variation of our revolved triangle now. Let's step the left foot forward just a little and take the left foot out to the left side of the mat. Raise the right arm up and then sweep it back to the low back. So your right hip will feel higher than the left. You can look back to the hip or down to the foot. Only here for a few breaths. Well done, yogis. Bring your right hand down to the other block. Step on up to the top of the mat. Inhale halfway up, look forward. Exhale to bow. Chair pose, bend the knees, lift the arms, drop the weight back into the heels. And forward fold, well done. Let's take the right leg back. We'll take that little sequence on this side. So nice wide stance with those legs. Drop the hips. Exhale, forward fold. Left toes can point up to the ceiling. Right heel won't meet the mat. Inhale and lunge. Exhale, forward fold. Next inhalation, let's include the twist. Inhale, left arm up, and exhale, forward fold. Well done, yogis. So next time you inhale, let's step the right foot a little bit closer, a little bit wider. Sweeping circle with that left arm, bring the hand to the hip, either look back to the hip or down to the floor. Here for 3 breaths. That left hip will feel a little bit higher, and that's okay. Well done, yogis. Take the hand to the block, step on up to the top of the mat. Inhale halfway. Exhale to fold. Let's reverse swan dive, coming all the way up. Bring those hands to prayer at the heart center. So from here, yogis, bring your big toes together, a little bit of space between the heels. We're taking our chair pose with a twist. So option 1, you might have left hand low back, right hand to the outer knee. Option 2, we'll hook the elbow if you can. Bring those hands to prayer. If you're in this option, there's a scrubbing action happening. So you're trying to press the palm down and slide it up. Let's slightly tuck the chin and move the neck back. Just be mindful when you look down, the right knee is probably in front of the left. See if you can guide it back gently. Let's take a few breaths here. Igniting our rajas, our inner heat. Well done, yogis. From here, we'll come all the way up and step your right leg back for a wide-legged position. Inhale the arms out wide. Cross the right arm over the left. You can either take hands to the shoulders or eagle arms. We're folding forward here, but don't have your feet quite as wide as you normally would for a wide-legged forward fold. As we come down, we don't want the hands to touch the floor, so if they do, just bring your feet a little bit closer. And if at any point this doesn't feel good for your shoulders, just release those hands down and take a ragdoll. If you have taken the bind through the arms, gently press those forearms together and lifting the arches of the feet. Let the head hang. Let's unravel those arms. Transition into a lunge at the top of your mat. Rock back and step on up. Inhale halfway. Forward fold. Reverse swan dive. We'll practice that on the other side now. Big toes to meet, heels apart. Lower down into your twist. Either hand to the knee or elbow, hooking. Slightly tuck the chin, move the neck back for your chin lock. Jalandhara bandha. And gently deepen the breath. Relax the jaw. Inhale to come up, step your left leg back nice and wide, arms out. Cross the left arm on top of the right this time. Either hands to shoulders, bind once or twice. Folding forward when you're ready. Gently pressing those feet away from one another. And lifting up through the arches of the feet. Let's unravel those arms. Either hold the elbows or, if you can, interlace the fingers behind the back and then straighten the arms. Letting the head hang. And let's haar out the breath. Well done, yogis. Let's take one more. From here, lower the hands down. Once again, transition into your lunge. This time we'll step back into downward facing dog. Gently pressing into the pads of the fingers. Slightly squeezing the heels of the palms in. Broaden the shoulders. Let's inhale forward into plank. Of course, you can bring your knees to the mat, round the upper back and shoulders. Make sure the elbows brush the ribs as you chaturanga down to the mat. Well done, yogis. Let's take those hands out in front. Superman Cobra, palms are lifted. Gently drag the fingertips back towards the feet. A little tractioning for the spine. And let's lower down, roll on over. Once on your back, keep those knees bent as we prepare for a bridge flow. Do make sure that you can reach your block because we will come into a supported bridge shortly. Feet hip width apart. On the inhalation, let's float the arms up and the hips. Take a moment to pause. Then when you exhale, lift up the heels first and slowly lower down, arms and hips. Inhale. Lifting the heels before you exhale. Last one. You might choose to stay with the arms above the head, bring them back down by your side, or interlace the fingers underneath the body. We'll keep the hips up here. A few active breaths here, gently pressing down and away through the feet, broadening the collarbones. We'll take a few breaths here in this active bridge pose, tractioning through the feet, broadening the collarbones. And let's take rest here. Bring your block in underneath your bottom, either on the flat side or the second height, and lower down. We'll take rest here for a few breaths. Observing the breath, moving the body. Navel gently rising and falling with the ebb and flow of the breath. And let's prepare to release the pose. Once again, we'll lift up hips and heels together, remove the block and lower down slowly. When you touch down, lift up the feet, imprint your lower back into the mat, either rest here, a little bit stronger if you lift head and shoulders off the floor. And let's lower down, hug it into the chest. Inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, bend the elbows. And in just a moment, we'll take our 3 laying spinal bandhas. So give this one a miss if you have any concerns with your stomach, such as stomach ulcers. We will do 3 rounds, but of course, if you find that 1 round is enough, you can take rest from there. So we straighten out the legs. Mula bandha is at our base. Ladies lift pelvic floor, gents perineum muscle. Uddiyana bandha is at our navel center. So that's where we draw our belly up and in towards the ribs. And the third one, your chin lock, Jalandhara bandha, tucking in the chin, lengthening the back of your neck. Let's interlace the fingers, turn the palms down and engage the feet. As you inhale, take the arms above the head. Hold the arms there as you exhale through the mouth. Then engage Mula bandha at your base and gently draw your navel up and in towards the spine. Make a pond with your belly. When you need to inhale, relax the belly first. Inhale slowly. And then exhale, lower the arms down. When you arrive, relax the hands, relax the feet for just one breath. Now you can rest there, or round two, engage the feet, interlace the hands. Inhalation takes the arms above the head. Exhale through the mouth. Seal at your base, make a pond with your belly, and feel your upper back completely flat to the mat. Everything stitching together. When you need to inhale, relax the belly first, then welcome the in-breath. Exhale the arms down slowly. Relaxing hands and feet. Observing those subtle changes in the body. Either resting there or your third and final round. Interlace the fingers, engage the feet. Arms up on the inhalation. Relax the belly before you sip the inhalation. And exhale, slowly lower the arms down. Take rest. Well done, yogis. Let's hug those knees into the chest. You might like to rock forwards and backwards. If you can, gain enough momentum to come up to seated. Otherwise, you can always roll off to your side and press yourself up. Well done. Come into a cross-legged position. But let's have the right leg crossed in front of the left and have the feet in line with the knees. So normally we cross at the ankles. We want to take the feet a little bit wider, feet underneath the knees, and the shins are pushed out just a little bit further. Here is option one. And if your knees are sitting quite high, sit yourself up on your block and those knees will come down. Okay. Option two, if your knees and hips permit, you can stack the right foot on top of the left for your fire log pose. Now you might choose to stay upright, especially if you're quite tight through the low back and the hips. We're gently flexing the feet and pressing them in the opposite direction. So it's very subtle. Send the right foot to the left foot to the right. Either staying upright or folding forward if that's available to you. If you're folding forward, let the back round. Wonderful posture to decompress the spine. Either stay there or gently walk the hands over to the left for a side bend. And either rest here or take a twist. Place the right elbow in the sole of the right foot, hands to prayer. Again, a little scrubbing action with that left palm. And slightly tuck the chin, move the neck back. Check the quality of your breath. And let's release. Coming all the way back up. We'll lean back. Give those knees a little bit of a swish. And we'll change sides. Hopefully that inertia, that heaviness has started to shift now and you're feeling a little lighter, a little more spacious. Take the option that your body says yes to, either with or without your block, engaging the feet. Either stay upright or fold forward. Breathing into the back. Either stay in the center or take the hands for a walk over to the right. Bring in a side bend. Resting there or taking the twist if you did so on the other side. And let's release. Well done, yogis. Once again, lean back. Give those knees a little swish. So in just a moment, we'll practice a seated meditation. And then from there, I invite you to recline into your Shavasana, and we'll close the practice in Shavasana. So for a seated meditation, I do encourage you to sit up on the block, even if your hips are open and your knees are low. It's always nice to elevate the hips for our meditation. Only positioning the legs like so if that's comfortable. So we'll practice our Soham meditation again. This is the same meditation we did in our other Guna class. Soham is said to be the sound of the breath. Inhaling so, exhaling hum. Soham translates to I am that. That being a higher consciousness or Pradasha. So when you're ready, let's connect index finger and thumbs, and we'll turn the palms down for Jnana Mudra. Ensure you're sitting nice and tall. Crown of the head lifts, chin slightly tucks, and feel as though you're leaning back just a little. Heart is high, shoulders relaxed. Our Soham meditation bestows peace, tranquility. We have a mantra and the breath to focus on, 2 points of concentration. Our mantra is protect the mind. So just chanting in your mind as you inhale, Sho, and as you exhale, Hum. In the stillness of Tamas lies the seed of Sattva, waiting to awaken. Recline into Shavasana whenever you're ready. Softening the forehead, letting the eyes roll back, tongue and jaw relaxed. And taking the next few moments to enjoy this newfound space in the body, quietness in the mind.